What is going on, guys? Your boy Ashu Punja back with another video for you all. Today 2K have released some news on Universe Mode in their blog post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down the entire blog post from start to finish. Here you'll look at the screenshots for Universe Mode this year. I've seen them. They look pretty damn good. I really like what I'm seeing. And if you guys don't want to hear me rambling or talking about this blog post, you guys can read it for yourself. I'll leave the blog post down in the description below. You guys can read it yourself if you don't want to hear me talking about it. But without further ado, let's get it on in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I'm Cristo Kyrias. Sorry if I butcher your last name. Designer in charge of WWE 2K17's Universe Mode. If you're not familiar with it, Universe Mode is an experience based on the WWE shows and events, with WWE superstars competing against each other in rivalries and for championships. In settings where anything can happen all year round, alongside the results you would expect to see on TV, we want players to also experience the what if and fantasy scenarios that could happen in WWE. This could include things like a surprise underdog earning a title shot and winning the gold against the odds, Roman Reigns, a fan favorite superstar turning against the crowd and doing everything he or she can do to make them hate him or her, Hulk Hogan, or even watching tag team partners compete against each other to see if their camaraderie will endure the rivalry or if they'll go their own separate ways. DX. What makes Universe Mode really stand out is the huge level of customization we support for the players who want to take control with their own ideas. You can create your own roster of WWE and custom superstars, choose the championships they compete for, change up the shows and pay-per-views they compete on, or even create your own. The WWE 2K17 Creation Suite and Community Creations options unlock a huge level of potential for WWE Universe that are unlike anything else. More universe. There are many ways players can set up their own universe. You might want to rearrange things to have your favorite superstars as the champions in your own fantasy WWE universe, or maybe relive the past with our roster of WWE legends in a retro universe. Or maybe you want to create your own promotion with your own custom superstars. It's hard to choose just one style to play, so we're making it easier by giving you three save slots this year. Now you'll have the freedom to bounce back and forth between different universe styles without losing your work each time. I think this encourages more creative freedom now that you can experiment with changes in one save without losing an awesome universe setup in another save. I'm excited to hear how you guys use these different saves. Let us know what you're planning to do. Time for a new look. If you're a longtime fan of WWE Universe, you'll probably recognize the layout has gone through some changes. We wanted the look and feel of our interface for this year's universe to really emphasize what I think is the most important part of the universe, the shows. We want players to feel like they're heading into a Raw show when they see the show's champions and superstars in front of the menu. We want the identity of the show to be expressed through more of its unique graphics and presentations. There's a certain sense of pride you see in WWE's broadcasting when those superstars compete for their brands that we want to capture in our game. And we want players to experience that kind of pride when they see their own custom shows and superstars fill the menus in their own universe scenarios. Let's take a further look of what our Monday Night Raw might look like. So you're probably going to see like screenshots of it, but if you're seeing a screenshot with Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro and like the little match card screen, you can see how the match card screen's gonna be set up. It's almost like GM mode with the match card screen, isn't it? Like where you click R1 and then you scroll through all the matches and then you just play whichever match you want, right? It looks like universe mode from just the way that it looks. But now, like, when you look at the match card, you can also go to the news, rivalries, championship, superstars, and tag team. and you can just like click R1 or L1 to just scroll it, which looks great. Take a look at the show menu. Here we have a preview of the show's match card, which I just told you guys, where we can tap through each of the matches scheduled for the night. Our matchmaking system is designed to pick the most important superstars at the time, with a chance of adding a surprise or two. Now let's get the show started. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. From the intro video to the soundtrack, the pyro, an arena packed with a roaring crowd, and the opening lines from Michael Cole, we have it all. Now just that sentence got me really excited because now when you're playing universe mode, it's not like when you click on a match, it just automatically starts to the beginning of the match for like the beginning of the show. It'll give you like an intro, like welcome to WWE Raw with like some sort of music video with the Raw intro, and also a pyro is gonna come out, which is great if you want to create like your own pay-per-views, own shows. It's like actual real life WWE television, which is great. We wanted to step up the presentation for every show in universe to get as close as a WWE TV experience as possible, not just for the WWE shows, but for your own custom shows as well. Our team put a lot of work into this presentation, and I think it really shows. Here's the match card of the show, which you guys are probably seeing like many different like screens, but if you're looking at it, the Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro one with like the match card options, you can see like there's a one-on-one normal match, Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro, 2-on-2 tag team, a fatal four-way, and then you will see a middle card promo. So what it basically is now is like anytime during the show, whether it's the beginning of the show, the middle of the show, or the end of the show, you can have any superstar you want that's currently in a rivalry to cut a promo on his said opponent or opponents anytime they want, to try to either call them out, address the WWE universe, um or like just to get like heat or cheers or whatever, to try to hype up or build a fight. So that's kind of cool, and I think promos really open up doors for a lot of great videos from a lot of WWE YouTubers, and a lot of great entertaining universe modes from a lot of WWE YouTubers. Here's the match card of the show, fitting right in with broadcast graphics straight out of Raw. This is where you guys get to decide which matches you want to play or simulate. One notable change we made here is that you have to proceed through the match card in the order it's presented. This might change the way our universe veterans go through their matches, but it really lets our commentary shine as the team talks about what happened and what's coming next throughout the show. Oh, so I think like let's say if you play Dean Ambrose versus Cesaro, they're gonna start off with the pyro. Michael Cole's gonna introduce welcome to Monday Night Raw. The first match's gonna start. They're gonna do the whole story thing, and then once the match ends, I'm thinking what's gonna happen is they're either gonna do like a little transitional cutscene where either like let's say if it's the next match is Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, you'll probably see like either Seth Rollins come out or Dean Ambrose come out, or they're probably gonna like do like the graphic where like at the end of the match they're gonna show a graphic and say, up next is this match between this guy and this guy. Up next on Raw, and here are the commercials, like something like that. So that's probably what's gonna happen. You'll probably notice the R symbols next to some of the superstars' names. This is a new graphic that indicates if a superstar is in a rivalry. Keep an eye on the matches that feature these superstars to experience storylines that unfold between the rivalries. Now I don't know what that is, but I'm intrigued about it, and I can't wait to see it in universe mode when I play it. Pick a match and you get to the matchup screen, which a lot of people who have played the W2K17 test already will already know, which is accompanied with a breakdown by our commentary team. In our past games, you would usually pick which superstar you control right as the match started. We moved that decision to our matchup screen this year, letting players jump straight into the action once that bell rings. And here you'll see a lot more screenshots. You'll see Roman Reigns and Rusev with a little storyline where Roman Reigns wants to get the title from Rusev after he beats Sheamus. And you'll see like how the matchup went, how like what attitude Rusev is in and what attitude Sheamus is in. It's kind of like Universe, kind of like my career in WWE 2K16 this year with Universe mode, where like the superstars, when you look at their stats and everything, there are surprises waiting for you as you play through Universe. You'll never know how a superstar is going to react to losing his or her match. Blah, blah. How desperate a superstar is to win that coveted championship, what a superstar will do when confronted by his or her hater rival, and so on. Here we find Rusev celebrating his win against Sheamus and being confronted by Roman Reigns afterwards in a stare-down over the WWE United States Championship. Oh, God. I swallow a bun. Storylines between rivals will develop constantly in Universe, featuring cutscenes during their matches. Our talented mocap and animation teams have done an amazing job updating the majority of our cutscenes, so expect to see a lot of new content in our playthrough. And here, if you're looking at Seth Rollins, you can see the Seth Rollins match card. You can see it's a middle card promo, like slot right there. And then you can see Chris Jericho attacking Sami Zayn in another screenshot. If you're looking at that screenshot, but you probably guys are not. You guys are looking at Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Nikki Bella, Carmella, and Natalya. But if you are looking at the screenshot, it's just Chris Jericho attacking Sami Zayn. There are more to just matches in the show, though promos are also a part of Universe, where superstars can speak their minds to the crowd or lay the verbal smackdown on their rivals. We've also listened to your feedback from last year, and we've added support for run-ins in WWE 2K17, letting you choose which matches you want a run-in to happen on, and even when in the match you want the run-in to happen. Be warned that you're not the only ones making the choices. You never know when a superstar might take matters into his or her own hands. Now that is actually really intriguing, because now, like, let's say if Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins again are in a rival. You picked for them to run in 1 week, and you didn't pick for them to run in a second week. Well, you'll never know if either Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens are going to run in and attack each other on the second week, even though you didn't have one of those guys run into each other. So that's actually really intriguing for me, and that looks really cool. Another look at the show menu, which basically shows the rivalries, the latest news, and everything. Here we got another matchup screen where it shows the championships, and for Raw, and I don't know why it has WWE World Heavyweight Championship, since the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is on SmackDown, but that's just me. Once you've wrapped up all the matches of the show, let's head back to the show menu where we can dig into some more details, access the news options to recap the exciting moments of the show, or catch up on dramatic events between rivals that you might have missed in a simulated match. Enter the championships menu to see the prestigious titles of the show and where each superstar ranks for his or her shot at the gold. Superstars and teams is where you'll find the ratings, stats, and news of the show's competitors. These menus bring you info related only to the show you're on, which I think helps emphasize the brand identity by removing clutter of other shows. Calendar in my universe. We've gone through what a Monday Night Raw looks like, but there are still more shows to be played through. You can find all of these shows when you enter the calendar menu. This will give you an idea of how far into the month or the year you're in, and you can decide to jump weeks or even months ahead selecting the show of your choice, which is like what everyone does. It's not new. You can do that in any like video game universe mode you want. My universe is the place where you'll find details about everything in your current universe. Some of these options look familiar from the show menu, but they only display things related to the show. If you go into Superstars in Raw, then it will only display superstars who compete on Raw. The same option in my universe will on display all of the superstars available for universe, regardless of their brands. The same applies for news, championships, and teams. Shows will display your weekly Monday through Saturday lineup. Customization. It wouldn't be Universe Mode without all of its customizations. This is the part that some players might find the most depth in the mode and where they can really tailor their universe experience just the way they want by using our creation suite. I haven't touched on the customization much in the walkthrough above, and you might not have seen much of it in the screens shown, but don't worry, it's all still there. There is no main edit universe option anymore. Instead, you'll find an edit option available on screens where you can customize something. The idea behind this was that we don't need separate view superstars and edit superstar menus, for example. If you're looking at something you want to change, you shouldn't have to leave that menu to go do it. If I'm looking at superstars and I want to customize something about one of them, I should be able to go into an edit mode straight from there. And here you see some screenshots of the edit mode if you're already looking at it, or if it's already showing up or not. You can see screenshots of it. Superstars can be changed around in a variety of ways. Their skills, attributes, and personality can all be adjusted. You can choose their enemies and their allies, which championships they're competing for, which attire they compete in, and how the crowd responds to them. So, nothing new, same thing, same thing. Teams can be customized, whether you're adding or removing members to an existing team or making a team of your own creation. Hell, why not add Kane to the Wyatt family and show what would have happened if he had been converted, which I know will never happen in real life. Or you can pick superstars of your choice to join Finn and really establish the Baylor Club. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson and Finn Balor versus AJ Styles in a 3-on-1 handicap match. I will make that happen once Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are released for DLC. I will make that happen for you guys, because that's something I actually want to see. Finn turning heel, attacking AJ, and then the whole Baylor Club versus Bullet Club thing going on. Championships will show you which superstars has which title and let you edit the rankings around if you like. Access shows and modify a specific show if you want to change which championships are featured on it. You can also change the superstars who compete on that show, how many matches it runs, and even its presentation. Making our own brand split. WWE's draft between Raw and SmackDown was a huge deal, but unfortunately it happened too late in our development to get those changes into WWE 2K17, which is a bit unfortunate, but still you can do your own brand split any time you want, because you can do it. It's not like they took that away. However, our creation suite and community creations will make it possible for you to get your universe lined up to match the brand changes. I'll walk you guys through some of the ways you can make these changes. And let me first catch my breath, because that whole detail thing was a huge mouthful. And I'm already exhausted. Breathe, Ashu, breathe. Alright, let's dive into this. Number 1, create a new universe save. I don't want to interrupt my first universe already in progress, so I'll create a new save that we want to customize. Step 2, assign superstars to SmackDown. We were able to get most of the superstars assigned to their drafted shows, but some were up in the air at the time of the draft, and I wasn't sure where they would end up going. Let's head into my universe Superstars and highlight Heath Slater. Pressing Y/triangle enters the edit mode for Heath Slater. Selecting affiliated shows lets us decide which shows he will participate on. Let's uncheck Raw and check SmackDown, and Slater is ready to go. I'll also make sure we have other superstars on the blue brand like Nikki Bella. Step 3. Assign the new championships to Raw. One of my favorite parts about the brand split is the new championships. Yeah, new championships. They're all the same thing. I went through our custom championships to see how close I could get to recreating the new titles with the options straight out of the box. You don't even need to worry about that. They're all the same, so you don't even have to worry about that at all. And turns out it's pretty close. With my titles ready, I'll go into my universe shows and choose Raw. I'll swipe out the WWE World Heavyweight Championship titles, a title with our Universal Championship, and hand it to Kevin Owens. I'll go into SmackDown, remove the Tag Team and Women's Championship titles, but I won't add the new titles just yet. I think it would be fun to recreate those title matches in our own Backlash pay-per-view to see who comes out as the new champions. But you guys don't have to do that. You can just create your new titles, put it on whatever show you want, then boom, you got yourself a brand split universe. Number 4, create a custom pay-per-view. Let's get our SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view ready. I'll go into calendar, press Y/triangle to enter edit mode, and pick an empty Sunday for our Backlash pay-per-view. The important thing we want is to set our host show to SmackDown pay-per-view match themes to determine what kinds of match types we'll expect, which we'll leave alone since I want to customize the matches to be close to Backlash match Backlash. I can't even talk. Backlash's match card. Show details take us to custom show, where we can edit all sorts of new details in the new custom show menu in the creation suite. I'll have my Backlash logo imported through Community Manager via our logo importer, so we're almost finished setting everything up. Number 5. Customizing matches. With my Backlash pay-per-view setup, I'll quit out of edit mode and select Backlash on the calendar to simulate straight to it. I can start customizing my matches by selecting the match card and choosing Edit Show. Our first match is going to be for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'll highlight the first match, hit RB/R1 for edit, and choose Customize Match since we're changing the match types completely. From there, I choose 6-man, Battle Royal, and pick Women's Division competitors. And you don't even have to do a Battle Royal. I think you can do if it's possible, you can possibly do a 6-man or 6 women elimination match, hopefully. If not, that's probably going to be really unfortunate, but whatever. For the finishing touches, I'll open match options and pick title match, placing our SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. The process is similar for setting up the rest of our matches, and then my custom pay-per-view is ready to go. Man, this is a mouthful. I don't know how YouTubers are able to read off all this detail in like one go. Really, it's all a mouthful. Number 6, finishing touches. I finished my pay-per-view and I have my new SmackDown champions. So now it's time to assign the new titles to SmackDown. Using the same process as we did with Raw, we'll go into My Universe, Shows, SmackDown, and assign our SmackDown Tag Team and SmackDown Women's Championships to the show so that the superstars in the Big Blue can compete for these titles in future pay-per-views. This wraps up my look into WWE Universe, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm excited for everyone to get into the universe and hear your stories and creations. Also, in case you're wondering, here's how my championship matches turned out in my simulated Backlash pay-per-view. Until next time. And then he shows a screenshot of his SmackDown logo with all the champions on it, and then you'll see the champions in the bottom with Dean Ambrose as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Miz as the Intercontinental Champion, Natty being the Women's Champion, and the Usos being the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Oh, that was a mouthful. I got exhausted after reading all of that, and that was a lot, and I mean a lot of details on it. I don't know if you guys caught all of that, but really, I'm just really excited to play Universe Mode this year. The only, let me be honest with you guys, the only WWE game I've ever played was WWE 2K14. And I've only played it just to play the matches. I've never played Universe Mode, so I don't know like how much Universe Mode has changed, like what Universe Mode is, or what's supposed to do, how I can customize everything. So I don't know about any of that, but I do know that I will be playing WWE 2K17. I'm gonna try to play Universe Mode. If not, I'll try to do a live stream on Twitch and maybe do maybe a 1 year show from like Extreme Rules to WrestleMania in the next coming weeks for you guys. So be sure to look out for that on my Twitch channel. I'll leave it down in the description below. But yeah, guys, that was a lot of detail, a lot of great detail that I'm really intrigued with. I'm really excited to see. Hopefully you guys are excited about this as much as I am. Now, I'm gonna go and get a drink of water because that was just exhausting having to read all of that. But anyway, guys, that was it from this blog post. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on this year's WWE 2K17 and what videos I should react to, what videos I should make. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all later. Peace!